Oh, yeah. Look you like a pack of toys. You guys small talk, whatever, like a trapping song. Get my name out your mouth.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Green Bay Packers. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Lambeau. Amari Rodgers to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down and 8. Now a play fake. Rodgers. That's taken in by Watson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Second down, here's Mostert again. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tanner Conner, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side. And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And they're going to get this up to midfield. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels. On 1st down, Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we? We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw is Rodgers. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down. They'll run for it with Dillon. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Steps away. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road. And you know they spent all week in practice and meetings talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. He'll get that one complete to Conner. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. When teams practice their plays during the week,
they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert, and he's got it to about the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, a strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Mostert, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
38.
They'll run with Mostert. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their... He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Mostert, toss left side. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And the Dolphins are going to recover. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Drill 52.
Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play. Got
to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
52 blaster.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
3-3, check pitch. Go, 10. Black Ultra. Cut.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Okay, now. 560. Black Rock. Set.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Long range.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tanner Conner, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins have opened the lead up to 30. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent, and they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The NFL on Ayyee Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Set to do the honors here, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
Edogedog now out of his end zone.
A dangerous return man showing it here. Edogedog. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Rodgers going to the air to start things out. This one complete to Tunyon underneath.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it second down. Rodgers now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. Touchdown, Packers. Sammy Watkins, 72 yards.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Edogedog now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Uses the stiff arm. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They go play action. Cousins.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On play action, Cousins.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Back to the ground, Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big mix.
And this is going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Watkins here.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down. Rodgers going to throw.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
In motion left is Watkins. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That's their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. And able to find Alan Lazard.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they...
The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 30 on second down, Rodgers.
Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
First down, Packers.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Right side to Watson.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Rodgers finding Christian Watson. And the Packers drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7.
Vikings 7. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. Now Cousins. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. Following the interception, Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on first and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on fourth down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. First and goal, you throw the pick, not good at all.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On first down, Rodgers. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down. Now Rodgers. Quick slant to Watson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Rodgers. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
First down, Packers.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
The kick by Crosby is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
At their own 36-yard line.
Let's go.
Final play of the half. Cousins looking deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Tariq Carpenter, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on Ayyee Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it, and the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run it again with Cook. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action now. Cousins.
Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Play fake. Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They go play action. Cousins. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
KJ Osborne.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive, because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Vikings 14.
Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. To throw again on second down. Rodgers has caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. First target, first catch, and a first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this will be a Packers first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Throwing is Rodgers. Finds Lazard quickly on the slant. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. And they'll get this down to the 10. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, a 10-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Crosby connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Rodgers going to come out throwing. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Again, that's Watkins. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon.
Touchdown!
Robert Tunyon,
53 yards.
and the Packers march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
Hurts finding Goddard there. 1st down, Philadelphia. Hurts.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. To throw again on second down. Hurts. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Hurts sets up to throw it. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And here's Jones again on second down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So first and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Up the middle, Jones. They find some open field here. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Another run here with Sanders. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Flushed out right. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics, he's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll run with Sanders.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Once again with Sanders.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Touchdown, Eagles! Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Amari Rodgers to return it from his end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. The 40. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Eagles.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it, and you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone, and that's exactly why he did.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. Now Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final shot before half for Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and get it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
Takes it at the 7. And he returns this to the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
From the 25 on second down, Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
They'll run for it with Dillon.
And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there is the right call.
Eluding the pressure right.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one, because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Throwing is Hurts.
He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Smith catches left side. And he'll get nothing out of that one. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Packers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it, because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
On play action, Rodgers. He's going to look deep for Watkins.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get...
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was a blitz and a well-timed blitz.
And you saw who gets the glory on it, right? But how about the other 10 guys executing their job perfectly? The plan came together. Great call, excellent execution, tackle for a loss.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, 34 yards. And the Eagles have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing now is Rodgers. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Another run with Sanders. And some room to roam now. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Over the middle here to Brown. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out.
NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Tampa. First play, first pass for Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete to open things up.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now Brady to try again after the pick six.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, a lot of action right out of the gate. The two teams barely off the buses. We've already had the touchdown and now the interception.
Yeah, whatever happened to the feeling out process? You know, kind of throw a few jabs out there, kind of circle the ring a little bit. Both of them throwing haymakers right out of the gate. And the second one was an interception that may cost them.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
He finds Watson complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Rodgers again now. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Rodgers hitting out. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Jake Camarda, set to do the honors, and off we go now from Tampa. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And some room to work. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A huge play there right off the bat. 48 yards on the ground. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off the option, it's Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. To throw is Rodgers. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. Touchdown! Robert Tonyan, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Jalen Darden. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Second down, back to Fournette. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Brady now to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Brady to throw for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big, big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. This is complete to Watkins on a slant. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Here's Brady. This one taken in by Otten. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
second down and 4. Brady. Otten brings it in over the middle. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Up the gut, Fournette. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Fournette. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. Inside handoff now to Fournette. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Brady to throw. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Yeah. You hear me?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Yeah. No, right? I appreciate that.
The final shot before half for Brady.
I'll be on this shit damn near all the damn time. Every day here. That's how I got up here.
This is the NFL, and it's on Ayyee Sports.
That dude just quit again. This dude quit again, y'all. Yeah, I appreciate it. Much appreciated, man. For real. I'm trying to get to that 100 spot. I'm 152 now. Real, man. I'm trying to get up there, man. Real.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. Amari Rodgers to return it from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Rodgers going to come out throwing. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. On first down, Rodgers. Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that.
It was a mistake.
Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
In motion left goes Smith. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On first down, Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end, Goddard. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And the slot man goes in motion left. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. On second and goal, Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll try to run with Sanders. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really should.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Packers.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuff.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And some space here. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Sanders again, and he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Sanders will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Rodgers. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. In motion left is Watkins. On play action, now Rodgers. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
This fielded right at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Hey, 2 people watching. What's up? What's up? I'm ranking 152 now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, so keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing is Hurts. Open man has got it, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, Their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quay Walker.
The 20. 5. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Hurts.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And this one complete to Smith. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They'll throw now on the final play. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's at the 40, 20. He will score. Touchdown, Eagles.
I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
On a return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a play there by Fletcher Cox to get in and knock him down behind the line.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Watkins here.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Again, that's Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Jones.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 96 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And he's got it to about the 40.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Now Rodgers. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Hey, take 26.
Rodgers going to throw.
Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Rodgers.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 yards for number 11. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Crosby with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Okay.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Hey.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Flushed out right. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Got him in. It's Brown.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Hurts.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And this is caught. It's Brown.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
He did it.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked his special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Off the option, it's Jones. And this will not be enough on 3rd and 5. He only gets 3. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at the 10. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
The Eagles send out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. This from Tom Dempsey range here. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And that changes everything here in OT.
So advantage Packers here. They'll possess the ball first with a chance to win it here in overtime. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Here's a give to Jones running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Eluding the pressure right. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Now Crosby for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Oh, I think the Packers got it. Yep, Green Bay football. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs the kicking team gets the football here. Well, this was a good one. Excitement all the way to the end and the points, and then they were hoping for the miracle there on the onside kick. Couldn't get it recovered, and that was your ball game.
And I'm of the opinion that any time you actually do recover an onside kick, it almost is a miracle. It takes so many things going right to make it happen. It didn't in this case, and they walk off a victor.
Yeah, good game. That was a good game. Yeah, man. Man, I did that so many times, boy. I'm talking about like every time. But my players don't get the ball, though.
I will play tonight, bro. Fuck we need to do. Fuck the Buccaneers.
Yeah, I play. Cleveland.
Nah, we play. Fuck, I just see the team before I let down. Hey, Siri. New Orleans Saints schedule.
One moment. Here's what's coming up for the Saints.
Yeah, man.
Play the Ravens.
Damn.
Defense.
That boy Lamar.
Fuck Lamar.
I don't think the Ravens defense wasn't like when Lamar like first just started, like that quarterback position. When he really started, that when they were dead. Offense, they had offense and defense. That was 2 years ago. And if it be 2023, boy.
point for a good game.
Get a game.
And bro, remember the 2017 type shit? 2016?
Oh, I'm finna see why I break.
Right.
Yeah.
I stopped going cotton for a while.
149.
Stop cotton.
Huh.
Stopped going cotton for a while. Even though I was doing good in my class before, I just stopped. I didn't realize I got no transportation. I should have took a gap year coming out of high school. And it's gonna get cold, so I'm not gonna be walking. Hell no.
Oh, you be walking?
I used to walk when I first started that. Like I always walk. I ain't doing that shit no more.
I'm on live, so I gotta let them know what we doing. So, me and my cousin, we play a gun. J-Lo.
To the view.
No. Y'all already know who I got.
Okay, big.
I thought you had Buccaneers last time. Not Buccaneers, but the Broncos.
You know this ain't my team. You do. And beat him. You know what's going on.
No, I don't. I really don't. But I know it's gonna be like last time.
Like last time. Today's a new day.
Say listen. Just get on your head. Like why? Like white on line.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and today's clash of conference.
If I play me another time, I'll play this to the team that I play.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go from Lambeau. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Leading the Packers offense out here, the same man who has been doing so since 2008. That's the great Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Back to the ground, this time with Joe.
Oh, man. Oh.
I'm just saying, though.
Damn, that wasn't fair.
It is fair.
No, I'm talking about this.
I know it. I'm just saying.
And he'll find some space up there. On third and just a yard.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Slot man moves right. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's out of bounds. Able to take this one up to the 35. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
And
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. And this looks like a roughing call.
Wait a minute, I was fiending for it.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. On second down, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a third and long.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is third and long, though. Now it's Rodgers. Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And complete once again to Watson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown. Aaron Jones punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Well, here come the Bills, and you don't have to look hard to find their 5th-year star QB, taken 7th overall back in 2018, Josh Allen.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between. He's an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
I just want to get through with it. I'm finna end the screen. Yeah, should I pause? Should I keep going? And yeah, I'm finna go. So I'll be back on here next time.